got to hear from so many different speakers and listen to so many new ideas that I didn't expect, and I have made some like lifelong connections that I never would have expected before this. So this is way more incredible than anything I could have imagined.
The highlights have definitely been like doing the crafts and making, so like on the first day we made drums, on the next we were making it was either a beaded hat or like a ribbon vest.
I really enjoyed the presentation at the end about two-eyed seeing and about how it applies to not just relationships between Indigenous people as well as Europeans, but also just with life in general.
I came to HIP because I wanted to learn more about what other people thought of my culture and what other people think of what Indigenous people are and what are their beliefs and how do they view us as Indigenous people, because that's not something I've ever heard about. From this trip, I've learned that people are really receptive to my culture. It's an openness to want to know, like they view my culture as something significant.
It makes me feel good inside because, like, honestly, I don't see very many non-Indigenous people taking like a role in trying to learn about Indigenous like affairs, and they are like very interested.
I really liked how open-minded everyone was. I find in my school it's like really hard to be myself, especially as an Indigenous person, and being able to represent myself as an Indigenous person in the school. And I loved how supportive everyone was, and it was just a completely different experience of what I've been through like my whole life. So
And I think that also Indigenous culture isn't taught very well in schools. So coming here and learning about it even just a little bit more than I would at school back home, I think it's a great experience to have.
As someone who's Métis, I find I'm a bit disconnected from my culture. So I'm just always looking for opportunities to meet more people like me. They were saying when we first came here, they're like, you'll come and you'll make like 50 new friends. And I'm like, I think I've definitely made 50 new friends.
It was really exciting to see how people all came together and they all were equally and incredibly invested and wanting to be a part of this program and wanting to be in these activities and wanting to learn.
It's just incredible, and I think that learning about reconciliation of what happened a long time ago, and everyone is still healing, whether you went in the residential schools or if it was a family member, you know, it still hurts, and it even hurts for me to think about, right? And I think that we need to reconcile with that. Well, I know we need to reconcile with that.
Just from this one experience in this 1 week, I kind of know there's people here who want to learn, and if that could spread across all of Canada, that would be amazing. That would set more than change for the future. That would set so much new stuff.
I truly feel like a different person. I didn't really understand or like fathom like how life-changing this opportunity would be, but just to see everybody grow so much in 1 week, it really just shows like when you have a group of youth that you can just do anything.
It really gave me hope that a future of respectful collaboration is possible, and that we can all learn from each other and make the world a better place together.
I would recommend HIP to like anybody. Like anybody is pretty awesome.